The ocean is not just water. It is a vast graveyard of forgotten journeys and unfinished stories. For centuries, men challenged these waves, driven by greed, hope, and fear. Some returned. Many vanished without a trace. Tonight, OceanCore moves toward one such legend. What was once whispered as myth now draws serious attention. Technology replaces rumor. Evidence replaces belief. As the sea grows restless, the line between history and legend begins to thin, waiting to be uncovered.
Welcome to OceanCore recovery mission. We are approximately 40 nautical miles from the suspected search area.
Captain Blackwood was a hardened sea raider of his time, known for gathering wealth through force and secrecy. He concealed his fortune deep within stone, believing it would outlast him. Nature intervened without warning. The ground ruptured. The cave collapsed. As Blackwood fled, the sea rose against his ship. In a single violent moment, vessel, crew, and treasure were consumed. What was taken by violence was claimed by the ocean, sealed beneath water, darkness, and time.
We have arrived at our targeted location.
According to old maps, this is the most likely area.
We will begin our search within a 2-kilometer radius from this point.
Welcome to OceanCore Recovery. Our deep sea mission is starting right now. We're about to recover history from the ocean floor. Subscribe now and stay with us for the full mission.
The first phase had begun. The rattle of heavy chains on the deck echoed like the drums of war. This wasn't just cold iron, it was our only hope, preparing to descend into the abyss. With the captain's signal, the locks were released. 5 tons of solid steel plummeted, racing towards the unforgiving surface with full force. Breaking the surface, it was now claimed by the ocean. With every passing second, it sank deeper into the darkness, a realm forbidden to mankind. The journey to Point Zero had begun. Systems check, green. Hydraulics, active. Our ROV, the eyes of this mission, severed its link with the surface world. A deep dive, vanishing instantly into the crushing blue void. As the pressure mounted enough to crush a human lung in seconds, this machine became our only hope, descending into the unknown. Impact. A cloud of ancient silt rose, and the floodlights pierced the eternal night. This was the abyss. Thousands of years of absolute silence. But we had no time to waste. The lasers engaged. Green and red scanners began to map the seabed. Every rock, every ridge was digitized. We weren't just looking for a needle, we were hunting for history. The drone pushed forward, over shifting sands and broken rock. In the control room, the silence was louder than the storm above. Eyes were locked on the screens. Heartbeats raced. Was it here, or were we chasing ghosts in the dark? The darkness seemed endless. But then, the data spiked. The sonar picked up a signature that nature could not create. Buried beneath the mud, something was waiting.
We have a confirmed object. Prepare the dive team. Divers to stand by. We're moving in.
Visual confirmed. The captain's voice shattered the silence. Launch the team! In seconds, the divers breached the surface, plunging straight into the dark abyss. No hesitation. Pure precision. target acquired. Through the murky depths, a gloved hand reached out and seized the cold steel of the lost relic. Secure, ascending rapidly, bringing history back to the light. As the blade hit the deck, the atmosphere shifted instantly. The captain didn't blink. He gave the final signal.
Activate the submersible.
The submersible drifted like a silent predator through the crushing black, lights cutting through the eternal gloom, hunting for a grave. Scanning the ocean floor for the skeletal remains of the lost vessel. Every shadow looked like a ghost, but the radar was silent. Until now, through the thick silt, a shape emerged, blurred, massive, and waiting. The wreckage revealed its dark secret, chests branded with the omen of death. A hand reaches into the silt, gold glimmers in the eternal night, and there it was, stamped with the skull.
Begin recovery. Lower the net. ROV, continue site search.
Command confirmed. Deploy the recovery net. It descended through the layers of blue, dropping straight into the heart of the wreckage. Precision was key. The submersible secured the heavy cargo. 3 massive crates, rotting wood, branded with the mark of the skull. The winch screamed under the weight as it pulled the past back to the surface. Breaching the water, the ocean fought to keep its prize, but we were stronger. And with a heavy thud, 300 years of history landed on our deck, secured. One by one, the ocean surrendered its prize. The cargo was finally ours. Our mechanical eye scoured the jagged reef, hunting for the lost hideout. Every shadow looked like a lie, until the sonar pinged. A void in the rock wall, the entrance. We pushed into the black abyss, breaking a silence that lasted centuries. And the lights revealed the grim truth. 3 ancient chests, still guarded by the bones of the damned. Phase 2, Extraction. The diver guided the heavy industrial net into position. Suspended in the deep blue, it waited to claim the prize. Mechanical precision. The ROV arms secured the heavy chests into the webbing. The cable went taut, the winch groaned, and the weight of history lifted off the ocean floor. Ascending through the crushing depths, the darkness gave way to light. Breaking the surface, the ocean finally surrendered its stolen treasure to the world above. But down in the silent void, the cave wasn't finished with us. The chests were gone, leaving the silent guardians behind. 2 skeletons, watching. In the empty dark, a final sweep with the yellow detector, and the signal screamed. Buried in the silt, a leather pouch. Rotting but heavy. The diver reached down. As he turned it over, the contents spilled out. Gold coins, gleaming, and stamped with the mark of the skull.
Well done, gentlemen. Recovery is complete. Secure all recovered materials.
Proceed to the next operational phase.
High-pressure hoses stripped away 300 years of ocean grime. The tools were laid out cold steel, ready to break the ancient seal. The air on deck was thick with anticipation. Iron cracked the timber. The skull-branded lid was thrown back, and inside, resting beneath a layer of green algae, small, heavy bricks of solid gold. The water jets stripped away the ocean's mask. Layer by layer, the black mud vanished, revealing the chilling truth. Not just gold, but thousands of coins, each one gleaming under the sun, and each one bearing the cursed mark of the skull. But nothing prepared us for the heavyweights. Massive ingots, too heavy for one man to lift. As the sediment cleared, the dull gray turned into a blinding yellow. Pure, solid bullion, sleeping for 300 years. And it didn't stop. Row after row of standard bars emerged from the muck. Uniform, perfect. A king's ransom laid out on the wet deck. The sheer scale of this discovery was finally hitting the crew. And from the air, the full picture. A golden city on a steel deck. OceanCore had done the impossible. The legend is now reality.
Recovery is complete. Begin packing operations. Proceed to the next phase.
The time for guessing was over. Now we measured the truth. The heavy ingots hit the scales, shattering every estimate we had made. The numbers climbed higher and higher. This wasn't just gold. It was an empire's fortune. Then the coins. Each ounce added to the tally, a fortune in fractions, counted down to the very last gram. And finally, the steel. Measuring the blade wasn't about the metal. We were measuring the weight of history itself. Priceless. The final log was entered, the audit complete. Now, it was time to secure the legacy. Piece by piece, the treasure was wrapped and sealed away, from the chaos of the ocean floor to the safety of the vault. Sound effect, hammer nailing the woodbox shut. T-HUD, T-HUD. The lid is sealed. The story is secured. Captain Blackwood's gold is no longer a myth. As the sun sets on this discovery, the chapter closes, the legend is secure, and the ocean goes quiet once more. But the OceanCore expedition never stops. More secrets await in the deep. Join us for the next dive.